Hi and welcome to Yogafinity at Home with me, Shan from Yogafinity. I'm going to guide you through a session now to bring your back some relief. So we may experience discomfort in our back from tight or short muscles like the hamstrings, the hip flexors, and through weak muscles, particularly around the core. In this session, I'm going to guide you through sequences that's going to support your low back and it's also going to stretch out and bring relief to the tight muscles. So let's begin on our back. Make your way down. We'll start in conscious rest. So bend your knees and take your feet wider than hip width apart. Then allow the knees to fold in. Just rest your hands above your belly button and bring your chin forward slightly. Close or soften your eyes. Let your face relax. Let your shoulders and your arms relax. And keeping your mouth closed, take a full, deep inhale through your nose. As you do that, allow your belly to rise, let your ribs expand. Draw your breath higher up towards your chest. And then as you exhale, let that breath flow down from your chest, from your ribs, from your belly last of all. Breathe in again, fully and deeply. Filling up, feeling those ribs open out, and then exhale down. Feel your ribs moving together and your belly button sink back towards the spine. Take another full deep inhale here. And a complete exhale. And then just allow your breathing to come back to a natural rhythm. Blink your eyes awake. Reach your arms overhead, extend your legs, take a full body stretch, and then circle your arms down by your side. Gather one knee and then the other into the chest. Wrap your arms around your shins and just make little circles for the back, keeping the ankles and the knees together. Rolling in. From here, you're going to keep your right knee hugging in, interlace your fingers over that shin, and you're going to extend your left leg. As you do that, flex your feet. So perhaps that left heel is coming all the way down now, and you're bringing that right knee in closer to the chest. Take an inhale. As you exhale, lift your shoulders away from the floor and bring your nose or your forehead up towards your knee. Still driving down through that left heel. And then as you inhale, soften your shoulders back down. Relax your feet. Bring your left hand down by your side. Take another inhale. And as you exhale, guide belly out to the side. Now you can bring your left hand to your left hip point here, just to prevent that hip from rolling. And then flex your feet again. Just take little pulses, just to ease out into the inner thigh. Keep your breath flowing. And then bring that right knee in once again. Relax your feet, take an inhale. As you exhale, use your left arm to guide that knee across the body. As you do that, open out your right arm. So trying to bring that knee high towards your left armpit and down towards the floor. And you might like here to lift your head and turn your head to the right. See if you can relax your upper body now. Use that left hand to bring that left knee across and down. And then inhale, bring the knee back to centre. Hug both knees in. Let's go on the other side. So extend that right leg. As you guide the left knee in towards the chest, flex the feet. Trying to bring that right heel down to the floor this time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lift up, shoulders away from the floor, nose towards knee. Keep the feet active. And then soften your shoulders down. Right hand down by your side. Open out that left knee. Use your elbow just to support the weight of the leg here. Flex your feet again. Little pulses. Now, as before, you can bring your right hand to the right hip point just to stop that hip from rolling here. So you're stretching into the inner thigh on the left side. Relax your feet, bring your knee to center, swap hands,
Right hand to left thigh. Keep that knee close, keep it high, up towards your right armpit. And then open out your left arm, palm facing up. Settle your shoulders down. And then lift your head, turn your head to the left. Breathe into this twist. Guide your head to centre. Bring both knees to centre and both feet flat. Hands down by your hips. Chin forward slightly towards your chest. You're going to take your right leg and you're going to straighten that leg so it's entirely straight. So don't bring it closer towards you if it's bending. Straighten it, even if you have to move it a little bit further away from you. Now if that feels easy, you can start to guide the knee in until you feel that stretch to the hamstring there. If you have more range, extend your left leg. And now using your strength, you're actively drawing that right leg in closer as you drive down through your left heel. Breathing. Maybe trembling now, this is quite demanding. And relax. Both knees down, both knees bent, both feet down. Lift your left leg, press the foot away from you, flexing it. Keep it straight, even if you have to take it further away. And then if you have a little bit more here, start to bring it in closer. Keep it straight. Maybe extending your right leg. Active feet. Drawing that left shin closer towards you as you drive down through that right heel. Relax your face. Soften your shoulders. Keep breathing. And then both knees to chest. Take a couple of rock and rolls, massaging your spine into the floor, and bring yourself into a tabletop position. Wrists under your shoulders, knees beneath your hips. As you inhale, move your pelvis forward, let your tummy lower down, arms straight, lift your chest up. This is cow pose. And now exhale, push through your hands, tuck your tailbone, take your chin down to the chest and lift the belly button up. This is catch pose. Now flowing with your breath here, inhaling as you arch to cow. Exhaling as you round to cat. Go one more time. Breathing in, arching, breathing out, rounding. Then return to your neutral spine. Extend your right leg behind you. Reach your left arm forward with the palm facing in. Now don't collapse in this elbow or shoulder. Can you bring your left arm up in line with your ear? Can you level off your hips, lift your belly button up and lift your right leg? So we're not looking for a back bend here. We're looking for you to reach back out through that right heel and forward through the fingertips of your left hand. Holding 3, holding 2, holding 1. Now stay stable. Bend your left elbow, bend your right knee. Bring them towards each other. Keep pushing the floor away through your right hand. And then reach out, go long again. Lift the tummy up, find that long line. Breathing 3, breathing 2, breathing 1, curling in. Last round. Lift up, press back through the heel, forward through the fingertips. Round in. And replace your right leg down. Tuck your toes under, send your bum back towards your heels and reach your palms forward. Lengthening the back here and returning to a steady breath. Then make your way back to tabletop and we'll go on the second side. Come onto the tops of the feet for stability. Extend your left leg, come to the ball of that foot. Level your hips. Reach right arm forward, palm facing in and then lift up. Keep pressing the floor away through that left hand and keep the shoulders away from the ears. Breathing 3, breathing 2, breathing 1. Stay steady. bend your right elbow, bend your left knee, broaden across your shoulder blades, lift the belly button up, and then reach out again. Holding for 3, holding for 2, holding for 1, curling in. Final round, reach out, go long, create stability here. Round in, back to tabletop, tuck your toes under, send your bum back once again. Now, as you come to tabletop again and release the toes here, you're going to lift your chest up, grip with your fingers, and you're going to come down to a half push-up. So core is awake, pausing if you can as you hover halfway, and then take it down to the tummy. Extend your legs behind you and slide onto your forearms for your Sphinx pose. So your wrists are aligned with your elbows here. You're pressing into the hips and the tops of the feet, and you're lengthening the belly for this back bend. Lift the chest up. And now slide your elbows back a little bit, tuck your toes under, press into the knees, come to a forearm plank on your knees here, or extend the legs. So you want one straight line forward through the crown, back through your heels, and you're pressing the floor away. Don't let the hips sink or the belly drop. Breathing 3, breathing 2, breathing 1. Come down to the tummy. Inhale, return to Sphinx pose. Have your elbows under your shoulders here. And then as you exhale, slide your hands back, hug your elbows in, tuck your toes, lift your tummy, press yourself back, the seat back once again. And we're going to lift into a downward facing dog. So you want here to lengthen through your arms and send your chest reaching back towards your thighs. Pressing those heels down towards the floor. So this is a full body stretching and toning posture, downward facing dog. Then soften your knees, take an easy walk forward to bring your feet towards your hands. Keep the knees a little bit bent, bring the body over the thighs, relax your neck and fold your elbows. Just clasp the elbows here. This is called ragdoll, and then take a little sway. Now root down through your feet, bring your hands to your hips, lift your gaze, lift your chest. Keep pushing through those feet as you rise up to mountain pose. So this is your optimum posture, standing tall, firming the front of the legs. Let your shoulder blades move down your back, your palms float forward. Now as you breathe in, circle your arms up, bring your palms together overhead. And as you breathe out, take a nice gentle fold. You might want to place the hands to the thighs or bring the hands down to the floor. As you breathe in, straighten your legs, just keeping a micro bend to the back of the knees and lengthen through your spine. Bringing your palms here to your shins. Exhale, bend your knees, fold again. Inhale, push through your feet, rise to standing, palms together. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, take a fold. Inhale, come to your halfway lift. Exhale, take your hands down, fold again. Inhale, push through your feet, rise to your upward salute, fingertips to sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, flat back, just that micro bend to the knees. Find the L shape of the body in your halfway lift. And then plant your hands down. Step back. You're coming into your plank position. So one straight line, just as you had in your forearm plank. Don't collapse through the shoulders or collapse through the hips. Keep pressing the floor away. Grip with your fingers here. So the sensation of pulling your fingertips towards your feet and your feet towards your hands. Holding 3, holding 2, On one, take your knees down, lift your chest up, strong arms, strong core, lower down to the tummy. Untuck your toes, stay on your tummy and bring your arms out to the sides with the elbows bent, wrists aligned with your elbows, palms down. As you inhale, lift your chest, lift your elbows, lift your hands, lift your feet, separate your feet and lift the legs. Draw the shoulder blades towards each other and then reach back into a V shape here. So pull back, extending through the fingertips. Keep the height, return to your cactus arm position and then exhale to lower down. Let's try that again. Inhale, rising, lifting arms, lifting legs. Keep the length in the back of the neck, reach back to that V shape. Keep the height and return to cactus and exhale to lower. Final round, inhale, lifting. Exhale to your V shape. Come back to cactus. Lower down. Slide your hands back either side of your ribs. Press yourself back to tabletop and then keeping your big toes together, let your bum move back. Take your knees apart here and slide forward into your extended child's pose. Soften your forehead down towards the floor. And take some deep and releasing breaths here. And then come back into your downward facing dog. Peel your way up into that triangular shape, that inverted V shape. And then take a walk forward once again. Find your fold. And then lift up onto your fingertips. Take a step back on your right foot, pausing in runner's lunge. Now you can bring the back knee down here if you wish. Otherwise, keep the back leg straight and engaged. Lift your chest up and then lower your knee down. Coming into a square low lunge so that your right hip is stacked above your right knee. Your feet are hip width apart. You're going to place your right hand on top of your left thigh and bring the other hand on top. Now draw your tummy in, your tailbone down. Start to straighten your arms and ease your hips forward just a touch. So you're leaning back a little bit here and you're pressing down and drawing back through that left foot. Then tip yourself back to neutral. Take your right hand to the inside of your left foot and without that left knee rolling out, turn your body to the left. Then open up that left arm. You can stay here or you might like to lift that back knee and come into a twisted lunge here. Breathing 3. Breathing 2. On 1, bring that left hand down. Start to creep your fingers round so you're coming into a wide squat here. So your toes are turning out and your knees are tracking over your toes. Your bum is coming down. You can creep your fingertips forward here. If that's too much in your knees, you can come up to a high position here. But wherever you are, we're going to breathe for 3. Breathe for 2, pressing those knees back and not letting the feet roll in here. And then we're going to walk hands round towards the right foot and come into our runner's lunge on the other side. So lifting to the fingertips, engaging that back leg, drawing that right hip back a little bit here. And then taking the back knee down to the floor. Lift your chest up, stack your left hip above your left knee, stay on your tram lines. Left palm to the right thigh, right hand on top. Lift up your ribs, push down and draw back through your right foot and let your hips move forward just a touch here. Really engage that left leg and glute. And then bring your body back to centre. Left hand to the inside of your right foot. Turn your body round to the right. Open up your right arm. If you did so on the other side, you can lift that back knee. Find your twisted lunge here. And then we're going to walk through that squat once again. Turn your toes out, turn your knees out. If you'd like to this time, you can bring your forearms, back to the forearms into the inner thighs, just to open up a little more here. Perhaps take a little shimmy side to side. And then walk your hands to the top of the mat. Step back to your plank once again. Find integrity in your plank. Holding 3. Holding 2. On 1, come down to the tummy. You can take your knees down or just lower down in that plank shape, smoothly and with control. And then roll onto your back. On your back, bend your knees, have your feet around hip width apart. Just graze the heels with the fingertips, and if you can reach them, wriggle your feet a little bit further away until you no longer can. Rest your palms down either side of your hips, and as you breathe in, just exaggerate slightly that arch of your back. So moving your pelvis forward. And now as you breathe out, press your back into the floor, and start to feel your tailbone lifting up a little bit. Not your hips, just the very base of the spine. Now inhale, come to a little bit more of an arch. And then exhale, draw the belly button in, start to lift the tailbone up. Inhale as you arch. Exhale this time as you push your back to the floor, press into your feet, lift your hips and come into your bridge pose. Then turn your palms to face up. Breathe in, bring your chest a little closer towards your chin. Breathe out, push into your feet. Draw your inner thighs towards each other. Draw your belly button in. And maybe now you're experiencing a stretch to the quads and a contraction to the back of the legs. Relax your face and your shoulders. Holding 3. Holding 2. On 1, come up onto the balls of your feet and roll down through your spine. Lower your heels. And we're now going to cross our left ankle over our right thigh. Use your left palm just above your knee to open that hip, so pressing that knee away from you. And then if you'd like a little more here, you can lift your right leg. Bring the right thigh closer as you press the left leg away from you. Figure 4 stretch. More again, weave your hands to the back of the right leg, press your elbow in, lift your shoulders up. So you're working with opposing forces here of bringing the right leg close as you open the left hip away from you, the left knee away from you. And release. Other side. Feet hip width, cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Use your right hand to open that knee away from you. Flex your foot and then lift that left leg. So active feet. Press hand to leg, leg to hand. Bring left thigh closer as you press the shin of the right leg away. For more, interlace your fingers behind the left thigh, lift your shoulders up, press that elbow in. Then release back down. Bring your feet down, keep your heels close. Let the knees open wide, but keep the edges of the feet down towards the floor. And from here, just rest your hands above your belly button once again. Relax your upper body. And come back to your breathing. sleeping butterfly to complete our session. And guide your knees into your chest. Maybe flex your feet, maybe lift up, hugging tight to a little ball. And then take one arm overhead. Roll onto your side. Support the weight of your knees down on the floor. Bring one palm in front as you extend your top leg. Drag yourself up to sitting. And we'll finish by sitting tall with some length through the spine. Eyes soft or closed, just take a moment to notice how you feel. Hopefully your body feels more open, your hips, your back feels freer. And then blink your eyes awake, circle your arms up, bring your palms together and guide your hands to your heart to finish. Thank you for joining me for this lower back relief.